It's a rainy day, but a perfect day to be in the shop. What are we going to be working on today?
Okay, on this nice rainy day, we're going to make what's called the end graft, or the end wedge. It's shaped like a wedge. It's going to go right here on the butt of the guitar. We're calling it the butt now. Okay. So it's going to go kind of like that. This is just my pattern. I'm actually going to make it out of this piece of walnut. So all we're going to do is trace this out onto my piece of walnut. Okay. Let's see. Try to find the best looking spot on the piece.
Like the best looking piece of the wood?
Yeah. Which this is all pretty consistent, so. I just kind of draw it out. Oop. Best I can anyway. So there you go. I kind of drew out. And if you're really curious, this thing is, it's 11/16 here, and it is 3/8 right there, and 5 3/4 long. So if you want to make one exactly like this, that's the measurements. So now what I want to do, this piece is a little bit too thick, so I'm going to sand it down to the same thickness as the sides, so about 85 thousandths or so. Okay, so I've got it sanded down a little thinner.
To about what's the measurement on it?
It's like 80 thousandths, about the same thickness as the sides.
Okay.
So now I'm just going to take and cut this shape out on the bandsaw, and we're going to sand it right to those lines, and that'll be our shape. Okay, so we got our little wedge made. See that? Very nice.
Nice and sanded.
Yeah, right thickness and everything. So this is gonna go on here, kind of like that. So what I'm gonna do is get it lined up in the middle, and I'm literally just gonna trace on each side. There we go. That's pretty good. And just trace with a pencil on each side. Just like so. All right, now there are jigs to do this. I just don't have one, so I'm gonna do it the caveman way.
Is that something you want for Christmas?
What's that?
A jig for this?
Maybe, that'd be cool.
Okay.
But this way works really well, and it doesn't really cost much to do it, so, and it works. So now what I'm gonna do, I've got my lines, okay? So now I'm just gonna take a ruler, and I'm gonna take a razor knife with the sharp blade on it. And I'm just gonna line up my ruler right on that line. Okay, now I'm gonna take my knife and just scribe a line.
You're not going all the way through, are you?
Not right now, I will eventually. I just want to scribe a nice straight line. Very light passes. I'm not bearing down too hard on it. Okay, so we've got a pretty good line there. And mahogany's a little softer. Now if you're doing like a rosewood guitar or something, this might take you a little longer. Okay, now I'll do the same thing on the other side. Get it lined up. Just scribe the line a few times. So, but we have to remove all the material in there. So now I'm going to take this, it's called a Japanese saw. It's got a real thin blade on it. You can
Cool.
see that. Yeah, they're really nice. And really not all that expensive, believe it or not. So I'm just going to take this and I'm going to cut right where I scribe those little lines at. So I kind of start here on the end. And these saws cut super fast, so you gotta be careful. Gonna go from the other side. You wanna make sure it's nice and straight.
Yeah, you gotta be really precise with this, I feel like.
Mm-hmm. Definitely take some practice. You probably won't get it perfect the first time you do it. And if you're building your first guitar, I recommend building it with a darker wood. That way you can kind of hide your mistakes a little bit. This lighter mahogany, you screw up, it's really hard to hide things. So. Okay, I'm just going to saw that pretty much all the way through the side. See if I'm all the way through. I think I pretty much am. Yeah. So there we go. So now I'm just going to do the same thing on the other side, and then we'll come back when that's done. Okay, so we got it cut out with the saw here. You'll see that. Nice little lines. Looks pretty good. So now I'm going to take this small little chisel, and I'm going to chisel out all the material in those lines.
I'm gonna go over here and show some of the finished.
Oh yeah, show what they look like.
These are 3 guitars Will is working on right now.
Mm-hmm. They all have different ones.
Oh wow. Yeah, it adds a pop to it for sure.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so we got it pretty much all cleaned out. It's a little rough there, but it really doesn't matter because that's going in there. All right, so now we got the channel all dug out. So now let's see how we did. This should fit in there. Kind of like that.
Nice.
See that?
Oh, it just pops right in.
Mm-hmm. Pretty good fit too. So now we gotta glue it.
And cut off the ends.
Yeah, and cut off the ends. So there's different ways you can glue it. If I was using plastic, I'd probably just use super glue. But since this is wood, we're gonna use Titebond. So, need some wax paper too. All right. So I'm just gonna take my Titebond. Can you see that?
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna take it, and I'm gonna be pretty liberal with the glue here. I want it to get in all the nooks and crannies. I'm just gonna spread it all around. Just like that. Okay. Now, take this and slide it in there. Just get that glue all over it. Okay. Something like that. And then I might put some along the edges just for extra security. All right, now I'm gonna wipe some of that excess off. Okay, now I'm gonna put a piece of wax paper over it, just so my clamps don't stick to it. And then I'm just gonna clamp this down. Just like that. And then we'll come back in an hour or so and we'll sand it all off and we'll be done. So, see you in just a sec. Okay, so this has been clamped up for a couple hours now. We'll take these clamps off. And then take off the wax paper. Best we can at least. Okay, so now I'll take my saw here. We'll just trim off the excess. Like so. Not much to it. Alright. Now I'm just going to take my sander, got 100 grit on here, and we'll just sand it off, and we'll see how we did. Alright, so we got it all sanded off. Feels nice and smooth. And I'll wipe it down with naphtha just to show you.
What it's going to look like,
Yeah,
pretty much.
that's about how it's going to look with finish on it.
Beautiful.
It's pretty good, right?
Remind us what types of woods we're working with.
So this little piece is walnut, and this is mahogany. Cuban
Gorgeous.
mahogany. And these little stripes are just naturally in the wood. So
Let's get a full view of what we got so far.
there we go. We call this the rim when it's in this stage. So next episode we'll put this in the mold, and we'll do radius the back, and yeah, do the kerfing and all that jazz. So anyway, that's, what was that, episode 5?
Yep.
Yeah, thanks for watching episode 5, and thanks for everyone who's watched so far all these videos. Like, subscribe,
Tune in next time.
comment, notification bell, everything. See you next time.